So, remember when I said I had no money and I wasn't going to buy any books? My husband happened. It's his fault. Welcome to my book haul. So I came home from work one day and my husband decided that he wanted to purchase Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children, the whole series. Let me preface this by saying my husband is not a reader. He doesn't read, so when he asks for a book, I will go out of my way to get it for him. Then I asked very nicely whether I could get a couple books, and he gave me some money to go book buying. So I used that money and then some because I can't help myself when it comes to books. Here is what we have. Of course we did get, and he wants hardcovers. Right. So we have the whole Miss Peregrine's series, which my daughter has already read, but of course my husband has not. Then I bought for my daughter, but I mean, why not? I'll read it too. Moo by Sharon Creech. My daughter loves books about animals, and it looks cute inside. It has one of those Oreo cows on the front, which I like. Then I bought The Season by Jonah Lisa Dyer and Stephen Dyer. I got Front Lines by Michael Grant. This is a retelling of World War II, I want to say, where the women are fighting. And I read a review on one of the blogs that I read, Your Daughter's Bookshelf, and she really liked it, and I trust her reviews. So I got it, and I bought Their Fractured Light. Now, I have not read, this is the third book in the Starbound companion series, I believe they are. I have not read the second book yet, but when I saw this, because Barnes & Noble is having a super duper sale and everything, I got it because even if I don't like the contents, the cover is just gorgeous, so I couldn't help myself. Also with that same order, I bought Longbow Girl, which I've already read and reviewed and loved, but the arc that I had fell apart, and my mother still needs to read it, and my daughter still needs to read it, and I really wanted to support this author because I really loved this book, and it was again on very much sale. And some of the non-books things that I bought at Barnes & Noble were these awesome journals. I don't know if you've ever seen these before, but this one is Sherlock Holmes, and the lines that are inside of it are actually the book. So I got this one on Sherlock Holmes. They're called novel journals, I believe. Then Anne of Green Gables looks like this. Whether or not we'll actually use them as journals is debatable because they're so absolutely gorgeous that, you know, you can't even use them. And then this one is the Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. They're beautiful and like so much fun. So I got all those from Barnes & Noble, and then I said, I have a little money left. Let me go onto Book Depository. Where I got Never Evers by Tom Ellen and Lucy Ivison. And this is a UK YA book, I believe, and it looks like a whole lot of fun. I also got from Book Depository a couple of chiclets, The Little Shop of Happily Ever After, The Cozy Tea Shop in the Castle, and I got one more that I think my grandmother stole and I can't remember. Oh, I think it's The Flower Shop by the Sea. And these all, although they're similar covers, they are not by the same authors. And these were on super sale and they just looked so cute. I got a few heavier reads from Book Depository. I got this gorgeous Watership Down by Richard Adams. This is one of the books I need to read and that I want my daughter to read, possibly even this year, maybe, I don't know. But it's a classic, and like, I mean, my family keeps telling me I have to read it, so I bought it in a pretty cover because that helps. I also got North and South by Elizabeth Gaskell. This is the Penguin English Library edition, the softcover ones. I have several of them and I think they're really, really pretty, and the spines go together really nicely on the shelf. That's one I wanted to read. And I got this behemoth, Middlemarch by George Eliot, to add to the classics that I haven't read collection that I kind of have behind me. Although I've read some of these now, thankfully, but to add to my pretty shelf and hopefully read eventually, although this one's a giant. So those were the ones that I bought earlier in the month. Then I had a book come in a book box. This was in Bookly box for the month, was A Scandalous Secret by Jayashri Misra. Now on the back it says it's a tearjerker, which does not make me happy, although the Bookly box has not disappointed me at all. The 2 books out of the, I think I've been subscribed for 3 months or 4 months, I've read 2 of the books and they were both 5-star reads for me. So they haven't disappointed me so far, but I'm not so sure about this whole tearjerker element that could be potentially going on here. But that came there. And then I couldn't help myself. I got a Barnes & Noble gift card, and a couple of series books came out that I want to read. The first one being Like a River Glorious, which is the second book in the series that I can't remember what the title is. It's by Ray Carson. I read the first book, I think the month before last, maybe in August. I liked it okay, but was really excited to see where this was going. In this, the protagonist can sense gold. So I bought that. And then this one is more of a cover buy because I have not read the first book in this series, but I did buy Crooked Kingdom because I am a sucker for a heist novel, and I believe these 2 are heist novels. So I don't really ever dislike them. So, and they're beautiful. So those are the books that I purchased in September, and now really I'm going to stop buying books except for a few books that I have on my to-buy list. I hope you enjoyed. If you've read any of the books or want to read any of the books or have something that you'd like me to attempt to get to first, please let me know. I will talk to you all later. Have a lovely day. Bye-bye.